gathered here today to witness and celebrate one of life's greatest moments, to give recognition to the worth and beauty of love, and to add our best wishes and blessings to the union of Rebecca and Richard. I first met Beck at Allison Hall, Colorado State University, in the fall of 1998. She's always been an inspiration to us all. Smart, kind, witty, generous, so fun, and wow, can the woman dance. Rebecca has also shown us all what it takes to be a wonderful, rock-solid mother. Rayliana, you are a lucky lady, and we're all inspired by you and your mother. I just met Richard last fall, but I feel like we've been friends since '98 as well. I knew before I even met him that he was the one for you, Beck. And indeed, I couldn't dream of a better match for you. Richard, you are a great man. You are supportive, caring, and genuine. We're so thankful that you two have found one another to love, and that you have brought us all together today.
When you asked me to talk with you, I thought about what can I tell you? What do I have to share with you that would stick? My Catholic upbringing and parental models have taught me marriage is supposed to be forever. There are no guarantees, but attitude makes such a difference. Marriage is also one of the sacraments, a rite that confers grace. Rebecca's grandmother, my mother-in-law Sheila, taught me that marriage is a unique sacrament. It is a sacrament you give to each other. Believe me, we need this grace. Your life will be changed now. You will be married, husband and wife. You have a sense of that person always, and you carry it with you. It is a responsibility and a comfort. God be with you. I love you. We all love you.
Richard, I will cherish our union with intentions to strengthen our bond. I will trust you with my heart and love you faithfully. I will approach our life's obstacles with respect, open-mindedness, and empathy. As we walk this beautiful world side by side, I will hold your hand in support, love, comfort, and joy, even if your hands are sweaty. I will laugh with you at the nerdiest of jokes and cry with you in hard times, and also because we laugh so hard. I will appreciate you in every way, from the smallest of things, like when you give me the butteriest of waffle bites and the meatiest of burrito bites while you take the beans. And I will also appreciate the big things you do, like loving me and loving my daughter so selflessly and generously. I will walk this life to grow, learn, and prosper with you. You are my Superman. I love you unconditionally for all of my days.
I promise to be faithful and honest and apologize when I'm in the wrong, and try my best to check my ego when it needs checking. That's the hard part. I promise to never take you for granted, to actively participate in this marriage, and to always see you and treat you as an equal. I promise to put us before myself and to put our family before all other things. I promise to stand shoulder to shoulder with you. Any obstacle you face, I will face with you. And I will be your protector. Not that you need it, to be honest. I promise to be strong when you need strength, and to be soft when you need tenderness, and in the inevitable argument, I will default to kindness and resolution. I promise to never treat you like you're crazy. I will listen and try to understand you, and when all else fails, I'll put my arms around you and embrace the craziness until it passes. I promise to give you your space and to promote your individuality. I'll encourage your creativity and nurture those things that give your life meaning and make you you.
Rebecca, repeat after me. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
Wear it with love and joy.
Wear it with love and joy.
I choose you to be my partner.
I choose you to be my partner.
To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
From this day forward.
From this day forward.
For better or for worse.
For better or for worse.
In sickness and in health.
In sickness and in health.
To love and to cherish.
To love and to cherish.
As long as we both shall live.
As long as we both shall live.
Like a glove.
Richard, repeat after me. I give you this ring.
I give you this ring.
Wear it with love and joy.
Wear it with love and joy.
I choose you to be my partner.
I choose you to be my partner.
To have and to hold.
To have and to hold.
From this day forward.
from this day forward,
for better or for worse,
for better or for worse,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
to love and to cherish,
to love and to cherish,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live. This speech was probably the most difficult to write. I've written and erased it probably 30 times, hoping that the perfect words would come to mind and to make you feel special and important and loved. But honestly, no matter what flowery words I come up with, I don't think I'll be able to fully express the affection that I feel for you, kiddo. Just as I've promised myself to your mother and I'm hers, I'm also yours. I'm here, and if it ever seems like I don't know what I'm doing, it's because I don't. I don't know how to raise a young girl, but there are some things that I do know. I will always be here for you. I will always have your back, right or wrong. I will actively do my best to make time for you and will always offer an understanding ear to listen. No lecture, I promise. I will support you and offer the best advice that I can give you. I will always act in your best interest, and I will be forgiving, and that will come unconditionally. I will protect you. You have no idea the lengths that I will go to keep you safe, and if someone ever tries to hurt you, well, I hope they have insurance. I'm dead serious. Most importantly, though, I will love you with all of my heart. We aren't blood related. So what? To me, that's irrelevant. As far as I'm concerned, you're mine, and it is my honor to be your stepdad as long as you will let me be. I love you, Ray. And sometimes I'm awkward and I'm silly and I'm embarrassing. But I love you more than you know, and today we're officially family. But to me, we became family when I showed you the ring.
By the power vested in me, by the Universal Life Church of the World Wide Web, I now pronounce you Mr. and Mrs. Salazar.
Adventure is coming, no stopping or stalling. Never growing up, but we're always growing old. Doesn't matter where we're going, 'cause fate already knows it. So we're never getting lost, 'cause we got nowhere to go. Something tells me I'm already home. I'm home. The grass
Destiny is defined as the events that will necessarily happen to a particular person in the future. Rebecca, you didn't realize that your destiny was to be proposed to in front of a beautiful, colorful ice castle, then unwittingly photographed by my creepy sister. Rebecca, ever since we met you, we knew that you were a keeper. Both the keeper as in someone who's valuable and to be cherished, and second, a keeper as in someone who looks after someone, Richard's babysitter. So we knew that you'd be perfect for my brother. Rebecca, you're intelligent, charming, great mother, honest, beautiful. Most importantly, you make my brother happy in a way that I never could. Rebecca and Ray, welcome to the family. Let's all raise a glass to Richard and Rebecca on this beautiful marriage. Thank you.
So those of you who are Rebecca's friends and family, you may not know much about Richard, but you know more after this speech, I guess. But for the most part, you guys don't know much about Richard if you are Rebecca's friends and family. Who's this cologne spraying, cringy joke-making, half-bearded guy chilling over here? Is he really worthy of being central to the lives of the two beautiful young women here, Rebecca and Rayliana? Well, luckily for you, one of Richard's biggest fans is about to tell you how he's worthy. So, back when I was just a young 13-year-old boy, I was a teenager, only slightly more awkward than I am now, and I was filled with very deep existential questions, like, how do I get girls to like me? And when I had questions like that, I would go to Richard. As I grew older, I went through high school and college. Those questions changed. Those questions changed to, how does God fit in my life? What really defines a man? When I had those questions, I went to Richard. When I got married, and my wife, Jessica, when she became pregnant, those questions changed again. They changed into, am I doing the right thing? Are we really ready to be parents? When I had those questions, I went to Richard. When thinking of these times and trying to define who Richard is, words like a mentor and guide come to mind, but they do not fully express the extent of his maturity and his wisdom. When I think of how he rushed to visit me recently in the hospital after a motorcycle accident, or I think about the tremendous effort he puts regarding showing care and love to his family. Words like loyal and loving come to mind, but they do not fully express the amount that Richard truly cares. So those of you who love Rebecca and Rayliana, as I do now too, you can rest easy knowing that these two wonderful young women are in the care of my very own personal hero. So there's this phone call that's buried deep in my brain that I'll never forget. Back when I first got this phone call, I knew at the time that Richard had been dating this woman that he was pretty excited about, and I hadn't gotten the chance to meet you yet, Rebecca. But it was this phone call that made it clear to me that this thing was going places. It was when Richard asked me to recommend a place where he and Rebecca could meet me and Jessica for drinks. All right, so actually, let me give you the exact phrase. It was, hey, we should hang out sometime, us four. And I know that you know a bunch of those uppity hipster type places. And this girl's into that. So, so I figured you would know a good spot for us to go. All right, that's a Richard thing, by the way, that to go. That's a Richard thing right there where you put the lips down. This call was different for a couple reasons. First of all, there has never, ever been an occasion where Richard has invited me to hang out with him and his girlfriend. Ever. Also, there has never been an occasion where Richard wanted my recommendation for something involving a date. So, luckily for Richard and Rebecca, me and my wife Jessica do know a bunch of those uppity, hipster type places. So not long after, the four of us sat down at a beat up wooden table next to an indoor food truck and drank craft beer while playing board games. And I distinctly remember, within my first pint of a pretty good spiced pumpkin ale, that I knew that Rebecca was the one for Richard. She was stunningly gorgeous. She was incredibly charming. But most important, somehow, some way, she actually found Richard's jokes funny. Finally, it's incredible. It was that night that I knew that these two were going for the long. So, if you all join me, raise your glass now to a lifetime of craft beer. Terrible jokes, cat hair, but love and happiness for the two of you. Richard, Rebecca, and Raeliana. Cheers. Thank you.
I grew up as an only child with a single mother. For those who have worked with my mom, you have probably seen me at her office at some point. Or if you found a happy hour with my mom, you've probably seen me there too. The first time she told me about Richard, I knew something was different. She was practically glowing when she told me about him. I didn't know it was possible for someone to smile so much. It was the first time I'd seen her that happy in a long time. In the beginning, I wasn't so sure how I felt about the whole situation. Richard could go on and on about how protective I was of my mom. I was used to having her all to myself, and sharing it with another person sounded insane to me. But when they started to hang out more, I saw visible changes in my mom. She was laughing more, and I could see that she was genuinely happier overall. And I guess it's not all that bad. But in all seriousness, I am so happy that Richard came into our lives. The amount of patience that he's had with me and my mom is incredible. As you heard from this speech before, you can tell that he cares for me and my mom so much and has the best intentions with how he treats us. He wants nothing more than our happiness. I love the long talks him and I have in the car and all of the dumb jokes you tell, even if I do roll my eyes. I'm so incredibly thankful for you and so honored that we were able to bring our families together today. I wouldn't trade anything to not be here right now. Thank you.
When the road is long, when you're feeling low, with every breath, don't forget how far you've come. When it's late at night, when you're all alone, I'll lift you up, I could be your helium. Your helium. I could be your helium. I can feel the words running through your veins. When they said your life will never be the same. Hey there, champion, bet you're gonna win this fight. And I'm here for you through good and bad, right by your side. Sometimes you can lose it all overnight, but everything's gonna be alright. When the road is long, when you're feeling low, with every breath, don't forget how far you've come. When it's late at night, when you're all alone, I'll lift you up, I could be your helium. Your helium. Feels like you're out of time, but I promise you we'll make it out alive. Sometimes you can lose it all overnight, but everything's gonna be alright. When the road is long, when you're feeling low, with every breath, don't forget how far you've come. When it's late at night, when you're all alone, I'll lift you up, I could be your helium. Your helium. I could be your helium. When the road is long, when you're feeling low, yeah, don't forget it's darkest before the dawn. Just like a bass needs a drum, I'll lift you up, I could be your helium.
In the middle with you. I've got a microphone on me. Makes me nervous.